How do you find time to draw? Once upon a time, I had a job, a day job, where I had to wake up early in the morning. I didn't have time to work out. I had 2 hours of bus travel, transfer 2 buses to go to a far away location, work 12 hours, and then come back, travel for another 2 hours, come home, and all I have time right then and there is to sort of, sit and eat some chocolate oats and watch Casey Neistat vlogs. That's what I used to do back then, right? I was very tired. At that point in time, I wanted to improve my art. And what I did was every day, either before or after work or sometimes during lunch, I would actually do a daily sketch. Some days that I'm tired, I just scribble something. Some days where I have a lot of energy, I draw a lot. But I did it every single freaking day. I was sort of trying to think of that experience while I was sort of trying to find the solution of how do you find the time to draw. The first thing is this: you have to prioritize it. The fact or condition of being regarded or treated as more important than others. Amongst all the things that I do on a given day, I need to do this. And that's what it means, like you prioritized it. You do it regardless. You got to prioritize that thing and decide. The word decide, by the way, is to actually cut off from other things, meaning you cut ties with other things so that you singularly choose one particular thing. Do it early in the day. I've always wanted to work out for a long time. During school days and college days, I was not able to form the habit. It was too hard. And then I started doing it early in the day, doing it first thing in the morning. Because to be honest, let's face it, right? The more you do things in the day, the less you want to do things that are actually good for you in the later parts of the day. That's why most people eat crap at night. So wake up, do your little things, get to work, do it, get it off the list so that you don't have to worry about it for the rest of the day. If everything else goes to fail on that given day, you've sort of drawn. You don't have to do it really well, just show up. Back in the day when I did not have time, I still don't have time these days sometimes, but even though I'm a full-time artist, aspects of running a artsy business seems to be getting in the way of my art. And I've realized that you cannot show up really well on all days. You have to give yourself a scale. Meaning you need to have a ceiling and a floor. A floor is something that is easy for you to reach. A ceiling is something for you to aim at. You have to keep the floor very simple. Hey, I'm going to draw for 6 minutes a day. Hey, I'm just going to draw a smiley today so that I can show up and call it, I've showed up today. I'm building evidence for myself that I'm the kind of person that actually does the thing that I say will do. The next step is this: work in projects. So don't draw randomly, which is what I used to do. By the way, very bad idea. Take up a project like 100 days of comics, 100 days of drawing little faces of popular people with their little quotes, so that you're putting effort in a container that you can sort of call it a start and an end. If something has an end, you actually tend to move faster towards it. Andrew Huberman talks about in one of his podcasts on goal setting. They did a study where they actually tracked the speed of two people who are sort of walking at a particular speed. By the way, I'm sort of, I could be wrong about certain aspects of the study, but you get the point. The people who were told to just walk were walking slightly slower compared to people who are told to look at an end destination and walk. People who have an end in sight walk faster. But here's the beautiful part: people who love walking walks longer. You need a project so that you can walk faster, and you also need to love the process of doing that thing so you will actually walk longer beyond that project. And after that project is done, you can actually do more projects. By the way, I'm going to list 10 little projects that you can actually take up and do and spend anywhere from 6 to 30 minutes on a given day and sort of make progress or perfection on that project. This is the most important thing about finding the time to draw. It's about a sacrifice. And I've lately realized through a little small incident that happened in my life. That thing told me that if I want something, if I love something, there are times where I will be given the choice of giving up some things that I like so that I can get things that I absolutely love. And that's how I sort of define sacrifice at this point in time. So then that means if you really love drawing, then you give up something that you sort of like, that you're sort of flirting around with, so that you can marry the thing. Example, I used to really love a lot of other kinds of art like crafts and this and that and blah blah blah, but I also like character design and cartooning. And once I went all in on cartooning and character design, my likeness for those things just went away. I don't crave them, I don't want to do them, I don't find them exciting. I just love the thing that I absolutely do right now, because once you go all in on one particular thing, you tend to get good at it. And when you tend to get good at something, you develop the passion for it, not the other way around. It's like, oh, I want to find the passion, then I will get good at it. No, get good, then you find the passion. At least that's what I've found to be helpful in my life, because the opposite narrative that I held in my mind, which was like, I want to find my passion and then get good at it, it never worked out. Trust me, I was one of those guys who tried that for a long time, didn't work for me. This alternate way of thinking did. Alright, so if you want to put these tips into action, check out my 100-day program Drawing Camp. Or if you're looking for a simple art challenge to get started, check out this video on 100 days of sketch.